Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Colston, CEO of Second Chance Credit. This is credit for the holidays, how to prepare ourselves, take 3. So we have done already 3 of these. This is going to be the 3rd one on how to explain how to prepare and how not to get into debt in the holidays. So one of my things today I wanted to talk about was starting to pay off debt, right? And we're talking about holiday debt. Everybody's getting into them. Everybody wants you to get into them. The creditors, the credit card companies, the stores, everyone wants you to get into debt. And now more so than ever, because last year we were locked down because of the pandemic. This year we're out. We're meeting. We're getting together with our families. So they're trying to bait us on buying more. But we need to start paying things off now, not to wait till the new year to start paying things off. So everything that you purchase, if you bought something with a credit card, ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to wait till you get your statement to make payments, to start paying off the debt. You can start paying them off right now. Literally what I do myself is weekly on Saturdays, I sit down, I have a cup of coffee, and I look at how my expenses were for that week. If I went overboard, if I behaved, and I start making payments right away. So get that in your mind that you could start paying things off right now so you don't drag this debt. You don't drag this baggage on into the New Year's. Tip number 2, check your credit. You need to start doing that because remember, right now it's the time of giving, time of holidays. But also the thieves, the identity thieves are out there. And this is what they're doing. When you apply for a credit card in a store or you try to do any type of transactions, they're looking to steal your identity so that they can get a loan, they can get a credit card under your name. So check your credit. You want to be checking for variations of your name. For example, in the community, in the Hispanic community, Jose Rodriguez, Maria Perez is very common. So if you have a middle name, you want to see if your middle name is in that credit report, or if there's a different variations of your name misspelled, if something looks fishy. Because if it does, that means that somebody is utilizing your credit, your information to get something else. You also want to check addresses on your credit report. If you look at your credit report, it will tell you line by line all the addresses that you have there. You got to verify to see if those addresses are correct or if you see an address that does not belong to you. You know, if you never lived in Michigan and you have a Michigan address, you know something fishy is going on. If you have an address from California and you never lived in California, you know something fishy is going on. But if you have an address around your neighborhood that does not look right, something fishy is going on. So double check that, okay? Also check to see if all your credit cards, all the loans, everything on your credit report, if it's reporting correctly. If you're not seeing a new credit card, a new loan that does not belong to you, you know, that sometimes happens. That means that somebody stole your identity. Check also when they opened that account. If it's something recent, you know that may not be you, that you're a victim of identity theft. Last but not least on this tips for the credit reports is the inquiries. In the bottom of the credit report, it will tell you all the inquiries that you have. How many people have checked your credit? See that. Because that means that either you apply for a credit card, you apply for a loan, or someone applied for a credit card or a loan under your name. So check the inquiries to see if those inquiries were made by you or by somebody else. Now, a lot of people tell me, Chris, all right, we're going to start paying off debt. I overspent. How do I do this? Do I get a personal loan? Do I apply for a personal loan? Or do I get something like an Affirm to pay these things off? I will say no, guys. All right. Now, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? You're getting out of debt to get back into debt. Don't do that. A lot of these personal loans or things like Affirm, they carry a very high interest rate. And a lot of people, what they do is that they will get a personal loan, they'll get something like Affirm to pay off that debt, right? That credit card. So now the credit card will have zero debt or little bit of debt. And what does most people do? Oh my God, I have money in a credit card because I just paid it off with another loan. Let me go spend more. So now you're digging yourself into more and more debt. So the way I will advise you to pay off debt will be set up funds. Say, okay, I have $200 of disposable income per month. I'm going to send that money, or $500, I'm going to send that money to these credit cards to pay it off. Put yourself a time frame on when you're going to pay those credit cards. All right, so you stick to them. If you set up a plan, if you set up a North Star, a game plan, you will achieve it. But if you don't, you're never going to get there. So if you did get into debt for the holidays, now we need to get ourselves out of debt as quickly as possible. Because if we don't, we're overpaying for items. Remember, credit cards interest rate is 17 to 29%. You don't want that. For the credit reports, remember, 80% of credit reports have errors. And the number one crime in the United States is identity theft. So you want to protect yourself. For anything that you may need with credit or finances, please think of us, Second Chance Credit. My name is Chris Colston, CEO. Thank you very much.